Hey, this is Anthony with RevZilla TV. We can watch Decide and Ride. Welcome to our detailed breakdown of the new Scorpion Yukon Jacket, available at RevZilla.com. To my left, this is the new Apex Predator, part of the Black Emperor line from Scorpion. This is the Yukon, and it is a hardcore adventure technical outer shell. Waterproof, laminated, baked in, non-removable. There are no thermal elements. This is everything you need from Scorpion for their position on adventure riding. If we look at it, Scorpion's never done something this technical before. They've done a lot of sport touring, they've done their XDR line, but this is leaps and bounds ahead of where we've seen them come out. And again, being that it's part of the Black Emperor line, you're gonna see upgraded materials and upgraded technology. So you're gonna have a mixture of 500D, 1680D ballistic nylon in your impact areas, but more importantly, Sas-Tec armor, a full complement. Shoulders, elbows, the back, CE level 2, as well as a Sas-Tec chest protector. There, I'm testing it out for you. And the Sas-Tec, remember, is the molecular armor that becomes rigid upon impact. It's out of Germany, very, very high end. It's one of the leading edge armors that we're seeing on the market these days. Now, dialing it back a second, thinking about the new Scorpion line. You're going to have the Yukon, which is this, it's just top of the food chain in between $500 and $600. Notice Hivas Brian's wearing the Yukon pant as well, comes in a gray outfit, really that adventure technical shell. You also have the Yosemite, and the Yosemite is going to be the baby brother with those liners to drop, a different capability there. Remember, you're making your investments in technology and protection here. You're not making your investments in any other layers. That's the big distinction within this Scorpion line here for the Yukon. And you're gonna see throughout, there are a ton of different pockets. There are 9 of them, 4 of which are waterproof. And there's 9 different vents on this jacket. You have massive arm vents. You're going to have venting under the pits in the back, working the way in to allow you to have complete airflow. The nice part too is we've even removed the storm collar, but there's going to be a 20-gram installation liner storm collar that zips right here that's going to allow you to really take this down to that true 4-season range. So think about it. The summertime, there's no liners inside. All the vents up. You're going to have it circulating air throughout, keeping you cool, keeping you dry. In your temperate seasons, no typical mid or base layer. You're gonna have your vents closed, and then rocking into the winter, you put your storm cuff on, and you're going to be able to move into that area of a mid or base layer, really taking you down into that temperature range. Now, before I get into some of the other nuance, and there's a lot to go over here, from a kidney mount to the way the venting scheme works, let's talk about sizing. Hivas Brian, with his beefy beard, 6 foot 195, 42-inch chest. He's wearing a size large, and I'll tell you, Hivas Brian could go in between a medium and a large here. And you see the way that it's cut, it's more that athletic American cut, but there's a little bit of extra room. I'll tell you, you have to get your cut spot on here, use that size chart, and if you're right in between, go size up. He actually is in between, so we went into that size large. And the reason being is one of my few gripes here is there's no stretch panels on the back. So again, you need the articulation and the cut of it to work with you, because they did eliminate some of the stretch panels that we might see on other jackets that might be in that $500, $600, $700, $800 range, or in the leather side where you typically have those accordion stretch panels to move. They don't come into play here. So if we look at it as well, you're going to see Hivas Brian wearing a pair of Yukon pants. These are a size large. Again, adjustable knees. They don't come in different lengths. Again, tying it all together. Remember, it's a technical shell with the waterproof breathability and that extra dry membrane that's going to be baked in. It is non-removable. It's basically Scorpion's version of Gore-Tex. Keep that in mind. It's breathable as well. And as always, if you're concerned about fit, we ship for free over $39, and I'd love it if you click right there, leave your comments, your questions, your feedback, but more importantly, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV. We want to hear your thoughts on this new Scorpion Black Emperor Yukon Jacket. Now, diving into some of the other nuances, you're going to see a lot of reflectivity, which I'm a big fan of. Again, thinking through the safety features here. Reflectivity at the collarbone, on the pockets here on the front, on the sides. You're going to see it's working its way in to keep you safe. Looking at some of the way they've designed the other pocket system. Notice YKK zips with zipper garages here. They're beefy, they're water resistant. You can see how these are going to work. Down here, as you move into the side here, this is a waterproof pocket, and behind it is a waterproof hand warmer pocket. So your 4 waterproof pockets are baked into the front. Now, if we move into the sleeve, you start to get into some of the technicality here from a ventilation standpoint. And what you're going to see is really a nice feature. There are 2 massive areas for venting on the sleeve. You're going to have your area at the top along the bicep. And what happens is when you open up, you can see his arm, you can see the eye of his shirt behind it. You're very predictable. But notice that mesh lining, that's gonna flow a ton of air in. But what happens when you open that up, if you've added a bit of a weak point here. So what you can do is you can either ratchet it down this way to keep it open, or if you wanna tighten it up a little bit, you can go this direction by coming in front of the zip and ratcheting it down and giving yourself a little bit less ventilation, or you could flat out close it, and what you're doing there essentially is you're getting rid of all of the volumetric expansion that happened by opening it up. So again, by giving you those two D-rings there, you have the ability to fine tune. You're gonna see it on both sides. Same thing down here on the forearm. If I open it up, I can ratchet it down. If I want to maximize my ventilation while knowing I'm giving myself a little bit of a weak point there, I could bring it in secondarily, or I could close it all the way. And again, you're getting that here. Notice you have a stash pocket on both sides here, that pass pocket. But then you're gonna see as we turn high-vis Brian backwards into the side, not yet, you're gonna see some of the other pockets or other venting that works its way in. Now, one of the last things here on the front I wanna call out before we open it up, notice fleece line zipper garage, fleece line collar, and you have this baby calf skin at the top of the collar. It's extremely soft. It is not race grade cowhide. It is dead baby cows that are gonna make your neck happy, and that's Scorpion's stance on that. That's my stance on that. That's the investment you're making there, because you're gonna be sweating in this riding into the summertime. You want it to not chafe. Now turn and face away from me in staccato. If we look at the shoulder here, you're going to notice here's our 1680 ballistic nylon. 1680 ballistic nylon with a little bit of light padding down on the elbow and forearm as well. Remember, Sas-Tec armor behind both of those. So molecular armor sits on the inside, CE rated. Reflectivity, and then you have more Sas-Tec armor going all the way down towards the end of the cuff here, a big panel covering your elbow and your forearm. If high-vis Brian raises his arm, a lot more technology coming at you. Now, this is where I normally see an area of stretch paneling here, either elasticated or textile. It's missing. That's a choice that they make to build this jacket. That's why you need to get the spot size on, and if you're between, go up a size so you have room to move. If we look at it, notice, here's my back vent. Notice it's massive. It's a huge area for ventilation. There's also going to be a side vent here. That's a pit zip. It goes all the way down like that. You're gonna notice, again, another area for ventilation. And then this zipper, you might think it's a lower pit zip. It's actually not. That's a waterproof hand warmer pocket. Again, adding two waterproof pockets, an outer and an inner that functions as a hand warmer as well. Put your arm back down there, sir. Notice you're gonna see the reflectivity along the back. And then if high-vis Brian turns backwards, go for it, bud. You're gonna see reflectivity at the top of the jacket, working its way down into a reflective patch over another vent, again, across the top. And then again, you have these vertical vents along the back. Now, you're gonna need to remove this shell to open these up, or if you have your buddy do it. They're a little bit harder to reach. That's okay. You're going technical shell here, and as you work your way down to, you're going to notice it is a, I will call this a non-waterproof, but a water-resistant rabbit pouch here in the back. If you're storing a base or extra mid-layer, remember, this has no liners to drop. It is a technical shell, but you do have the flexibility there. Come back around to the front for me there. High-vis Bri. Let's open this bad boy up. Now, if we start to open it, notice micro Velcro, not regular Velcro. It's not gonna bite your base layers, it's gonna last longer. Zipper garage on the inside, because this is really the only weak point for water entry outside of the vents here. And if we open it up, big YK zipper comes down, and what you're gonna notice here, leave it right like that. There is our Black Emperor Series Sas-Tec chest protector that comes stock. Remember, CE Level 2 back protector included as well. Notice it's in a mesh chassis. It is removable, it is washable, it is molecular, it flexes with you. Oh, you got it all warm. But that meant that it's gonna mold to his body and stay comfortable while he's riding. Goodbye. If we look at the inside, you're gonna see a lot of stuff going on. They've gone really full pull on this bad boy. Again, Apex Predator from a technical series here, part of that Black Emperor line. They're putting that together to show you what they can build, and hopefully this technology trickles down into some of their other pieces. Notice, fleece line collar, dead baby cows at the top. They're very soft. Your beard will integrate with them well. Notice you have your loop here for any of your earbuds or your entertainment. And if you move down, the big thing that I really like from a technical standpoint is a full, dually adjustable kidney belt. It's not a simple kidney belt. It's not basic. It's the real deal. It goes all the way around the back. There's two stash pockets that are included, one of which is big enough for a passport, and you have the ability to lock this in. If you're wearing this jacket, most notably, you're thinking four-season riding, longer distance touring, a mixture of on-road, off-road. It really does it all, and having a kidney belt goes on a long way from a support system. If you're putting a 300, 400, 500, 600 mile a day in, you're gonna wish that you had a kidney belt in everything that you're buying. And again, it comes integrated, but it is removable with the Scorpion Yukon here at the top of the food chain. Notice Napoleon pocket on the side as well. So Brian, you can begin to zip that bad boy up. Remember, This is the top of the food chain from Scorpion. I've said it a couple times. We've never seen them do a technical outer shell like this that vents like this. Remember, it's a 3-layer laminate. It's not a floating Z-liner. So when you vent this jacket, when you open the vents, it's venting to the body. It's not venting to the liner. If it vented to the liner, it'd be a 3-season cold weather. This is true 4-season, and in the summer, you're gonna stay ventilated, you're gonna stay cool, and you're gonna ratchet everything down and stick it to Mother Nature in the cooler times of the year. Remember, big brother to the Yosemite, which has the liner to drop system, which is a little bit different. Watch a detailed breakdown video. The next step in your journey is to click right here, read other rider reviews of the new Scorpion Yukon at RevZilla.com. You don't have to take my word for it. As always, we're shipped for free over $39. If you want to talk to a gear geek, see us at RevZilla.com or 877-792-9455. Thanks for watching our detailed breakdown. Remember, subscribe to us at RevZilla TV, our YouTube channel. I'm Anthony. We'll see you next time.